Wendy Williams has been spotted out going to her father's 94th birthday celebration. And why is this a big deal? If you have been living under a rock and you have absolutely no idea who Wendy Williams is, you know that something going on with that judge and that guardianship and all of that, you know, a conservative touristship. Anyway, we're going to talk about that because something ain't clean. Something ain't clean when it comes to Wendy Williams. But I was very happy to see her, be able to go and see her dad, spend time with her family, especially since TMZ came out with that documentary and they were asking her straight up questions, what's going on? Now, I know she appeared verbally or over the phone at the Breakfast Club, but seeing her on that documentary locked behind a glass, that just made me sad. And I've looked up to her, obviously me being a hood journalist, because she's raw. She gonna say what she gonna say and Wendy ain't gonna give a damn. And when she had that argument with Whitney Houston, y'all remember that?
So Whitney, as far as you stand with drug use, is there drug use going on at this present time?
Who are you talking to?
To you, Whitney. You.
No, you're not talking to me. I'm a mother. Only my mother has privy to that information. You talk to your child about that. Don't ask me no questions like I'm a child. You talk to your baby about her, what she gonna be confronting and what she gotta deal with.
Don't
ask me like I'm a child, because I'm not a child, Wendy.
My child is a little boy, and I will talk to him about drugs.
Talk to him about that shit. Don't talk to me about that shit.
But listen, Whitney, I will talk to my son about drugs because I have been where the world speculates where you are, which is I was a full-blown cocaine addict. So
that's your problem, not mine. Move on.
Well, you know, that was my problem, Whitney.
You helped yourself. Did you ask God to help you?
And no, I managed, thank God, because I have a good man. And so thank God I was able to just rise up above it.
Wendy.
I was like, I used to love listening back to old radio shows like Steve Harvey Morning Show, Ricky Smiley Morning Show, back in the day when they used to have Paternity Test Tuesdays, Foxhole Radio. Oh, that's when radio was so good. I remember on Foxhole Radio, Jamie said they had to take like 2 or 3 tequila shots at 4 in the morning before they would go on air. But the cool thing was the setup was like on the beach. So anyway, we are going to get into Wendy's story, what's going on with her, my conspiracy theories when it comes to it, and free Wendy. All right, what's up, my friends? And welcome back once again to the Just Case and Brand. I'm your homegirl, I'm your tia, I'm your prima, I'm your cousin, I'm your friend, I'm whatever you need me to be down here at the Just Case and Bread. If you are new to the channel, welcome on in. Grab your little snacks, just sit back, relax, because what do we like to do down here at the neighborhood is talk about topics that stir a conversation, usually ain't got nothing to do with us, but it's on the internet and we're all tuning in, so we like to come over here and talk about it in the hood. If that sounds like your stilo, go ahead and join the tribe, subscribe. If you're already a part of the neighborhood, I am so glad that you are here. Like I said, we're gonna talk about Wendy Williams and everything that I went back and rewatched Wendy Williams documentaries on like Lifetime and of course the TMZ one. And one thing that was very, very apparent about Wendy was not only was she successful, but she came from a household that taught her. When I was rewatching the documentaries about Wendy and where she came from a 2-parent household and of course had siblings, and from the outside looking in, it looked like her family was perfect. Now, nothing bad happened, but it just was a tougher family structure than what the family let on. And that taught Wendy how to put on a face. I love the fact that she was able to take anything that might have been deemed as bad, like, oh, you had a emotionless family, you had bad parents who couldn't connect with you. She was like, nah, that just means I got to use this in my job, and I'm gonna learn how to disconnect from the gossip that I'm about to talk about and how to be myself at home, but not when I'm out in the public eye, because I know what I'm about to get into and get into shit. Watching how she spoke about Kevin on the documentary, it told me that because Wendy was so aggressive outside in her career, she really felt like Kevin was that safe space. I don't know about you, but my homegirls chime in the comments, if you will. When you're a woman who is aggressive about your career, you might be mean as hell when you out in the streets, but when you go home, you don't want to be yelling and arguing with your partner, and you don't want your partner to be yelling at you. In fact, you want to almost be a baby when it comes to your man. That's your safety net. That's your safety zone. That's just like, I could go ahead, take off my cape. I ain't got to be out here, pow, pow, pow. I ain't got to be doing none of that. I could just go ahead and relax. That's what I was getting the feeling of with Wendy and Kevin. And I even think him becoming a part of her career. You know how them Total Girls was trying to run her ass down because she was talking shit about them on the radio, and Kevin came through in a whip like, y'all ain't about to jump her. Come on, baby, they ain't about to jump you right now. That said to Wendy, oh, you got me. I'm safe here. I'm protected here. And Wendy even said he had that street to him, but he was still a clean cut dude. He knew how to talk to her, knew how to treat her, and made her feel like, okay, this is it. I got my career and I got my man. Until this dumbass nigga decided to cheat on her with a side bitch who ain't got no money on, who Wendy had to address and be like, yeah, bitch, I know about you. And that's when the dynamic of Wendy's life started to change, in my opinion, because this person who was supposed to give her everything that she wasn't getting out of her career, or everything that she couldn't get from her family, because she wasn't close to her family anymore once she was really deep in her career. This man was supposed to give her that life, and now you went and cheated on me? Not only did you cheat on me, but you had a baby on me too. Now, mind you, she had already had Kevin Jr., but prior to her having Kevin Jr., she had miscarriage after miscarriage after miscarriage. Now, imagine. You the one providing for a whole entire family. You done put this man in a position of power in your life, not just as the head of your household, the father of your children, your husband, but also on your damn show. He turn around, he cheat on you, get a woman pregnant, and really try to carry out motherfucking life with her. Just leave me. Just leave me. Don't put me through all that shit. And he get alimony on top of that. So that means I have to continuously live with the fact that I made a bad decision in choosing your ass to be the one I thought I was going to spend my life with. That is what I think started to break Wendy. And it went from her being able to be this career woman with this beautiful family to her having to spill the tea on herself. And while she did it, I believe that's when her breakdown started. Because can we be honest, as a woman, when I was dealing with my son's father, I felt like that was the only man I was ever going to love in my whole entire life. And whenever we broke up, it felt like, oh, my life is over. I had to change my ringtones. I had to do all kind of shit in order to mend my heart, because it really felt like I was going through the worst pain ever. Imagine that on a public screen, public display. That would make even the strongest person have some sort of a mental breakdown. And I ain't trying to say it as in, oh, Wendy's gone crazy. No, I mean, damn it, life done hit me hard. It hit me hard. And now I'm on the damn ground. So by the end of 2021, she was out of the Wendy Williams show. She was no longer in that time slot. And Sherry Shepherd's big ass moseyed on in. Okay, let me not say that. Sherry Shepherd ended up taking over her time slot though. Now the show has ended, and we're going to fast forward to 2022 when Wells Fargo froze her bank accounts. They're pretty much saying there was some unauthorized spending and some spending that just didn't look like it would be something that Wendy did. This led to a court-appointed guardianship under Sabrina ugly ass. Now, Sabrina controls Wendy's money. I was thinking, I wonder why Wendy would choose this woman to control her money in the event of a health scare or a health issue, as opposed to her family. Then I learned about the damn judge. Judge overseeing Wendy Williams' guardianship was once under investigation. The New York judge overseeing Wendy Williams' guardianship was previously under investigation of what reporters described as a concerning link between her guardianship cases. Several sources are revisiting a January report from WABC, which detailed a 6-month probe into Manhattan judge Lisa over allegations she took bribes from guardianship lawyers. What that sound like to you? A dirty judge who keep on putting her homegirls on. That's what it sound like to me. And as soon as she had the opportunity to look at how much money Wendy was making, she said, bitch, guess how much I'm about to get you for? Now I'm gonna tell you. So we about to get about 2 to 3 million. So you gonna have to at least kick me 10 on, right, yeah, I'm saying 10 on the 1st and 30th. Right, okay, no, because with Brittany's thing, you only was kicking me, right, okay, all right. That's what she went and did, because Lisa's a dirty ass judge. The news station learned that Sokoloff awarded guardianship to attorneys, law firms, and other parties who donated to her Supreme Court campaign fund between 2019 and 2022. Now, what also happened between that time period? Wendy got that divorce, she had that breakdown, her show went off air. Now all of a sudden, Wells Fargo saying it's money that they don't know who's spending it in 2022. Now in February 2023, she getting into this guardianship with somebody she don't even know. And this bitch had all of these allegations between these years. Come on now. Lisa appointed a state administration attorney, Sabrina ugly ass, as the former talk show host guardian after Wells Fargo, blah, 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 blah. She also revoked, the judge also revoked power of attorney from Kevin Hunter Jr., which I do understand because of the money thing. But I feel like even if Kevin had control of the money, someone else could be controlling him to control the money, if you know what I'm saying, instead of having to put Wendy in this prison, as she would say. I don't know about you, but what would that say? What suspicion would that arise for you? And I also think it's a very good sign that now we're seeing Wendy out with her father, which lets us know that she might be able to come up out of that guardianship or whatever the little shit that they got going on behind the scenes and tell us what's really going on, which would help us safeguard our family or whoever that we can. Not saying, oh, you got to have buku money in order for you to do these safeguard practices, but in today's world, girl, you want to make sure you just got everything lined up when it comes to your family and family planning. You might want want to give some instructions because you don't ever want to get into this type of weird shit in the event that health issues happen to you and now you getting controlled by somebody who you don't even know and they don't even have your best intentions at heart, but they got themselves in their heart. With KJ spending all that damn money, I said to myself, unfortunately, I don't think that Wendy really taught him how to take care of himself and how to be responsible. I feel like this is also something that we've seen on Real Housewives of Atlanta with Nene and her son, her eldest son. He didn't really know how to keep a job. He had to keep on moving home, had a baby, moved home. They kept buying him car after car every single year, and he just did not know how to get a job. Although his mom is a reality TV star and an actress and his father is a real estate mogul, he can't figure out how to keep no damn job. I don't think that they were taught how to take care of themselves and be responsible. They had too many handouts. See, even if you got money, you still should teach your kid how to be an individual, how to manage money, how to work a job, how to problem solve, because there's going to be one day where you're not here. And what they're going to do with the inheritance that you left them? Squander it because they don't know what they're doing with it. I wanted to make sure I was doing my little small part in the Free Wendy movement by making sure I said something and used my voice. There is a GoFundMe in the description box if you guys would like to support that. I don't know if we need to because I think she's going to get her money back, but you know, that is down there. There's also a couple of other different petitions that you could check out in a Free Wendy campaign. There are some social media links that you could also follow in order to support her, and make sure you're just sharing any information you see from Wendy about what's going on. You know, now the social media is a big part of court cases, and this might be what could help her. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I have been the Just Case and Brand. I am so thankful that you guys tuned in. Make sure to like the video, comment your thoughts down below. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? You've made it this far. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.